Okay, people, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are going to make a stream effect or a automatic shoutout command. So what this will do is when you get a rate, it will automatically get all the information needed and it will automatically shout it out for you without you having to do anything. All you have to do is set it up and wait for the rate. You don't have to put in any commands, and you can make the response however you want. So this is for, of course, Twitch streaming. And we are using Streamer.bot, the latest version. I will leave a link down in the comments or probably down in the pinned comments. Probably the best place to find it. We will also do some other commands later on and some other stuff I will show off. I will also make a playlist for this because it seems to be I would say a highly requested stuff on my side for how I'm doing my stuff. So yeah. This is going to be a separate playlist on the YouTubes. But with that being said, guys, let's dive straight into it. So, what is the difference between an automatic shoutout command and a shoutout command? Well, that's easy. A normal shoutout command is when you have your classic exclamation mark SO and then hashtag the name. So let me grab my chat here and let me show you the normal shoutout command. And I'm going to show both of them and then I'm going to show you how to make them. And maybe I can show you how to make both of them. So normal SO command or shoutout is just exclamation mark SO, depending on the command you put in. You can call it whatever you want. And then let's say I think this was his correct one. Yeah, so see, this is a automatic shoutout command, or sorry, a manual shoutout command. So this is where you do exclamation mark SO with a name. It takes their name and then it will get the last game they played and their link. All right. So what is this automatic shoutout command? Well, the automatic shoutout command, I'm going to show you right now. So that is this. I have it on the rate. So when I get rated, before my moderators had to do exclamation mark shoutout to shout them out, like most of everyone, right? Now we don't have to. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to trigger this. And you guys are going to see what is going to happen. Okay, so that was the rate alert. Now it will take a few seconds. And there you go. So it automatically shouted it out. We don't have to do it. It gets the name. Gets and this one I did add in the game they were playing. We will be doing that in this one because I will be updating this one to that too. So yeah, that is the difference between a SO command and a automatic shoutout command. And of course, you can change the delay however you want it or whatever you want to happen. So I don't even have that much going on, right? I just have some effects activating like my alerts. So most of you will probably even use Stream Elements or Streamlabs for your rate alerts, right? So you don't have to do those steps. But yeah, if you want something like this, let me know and I will definitely make it and probably then also release a pack that I made myself with all the alerts you just saw. Was a little hard to see on the white background, so that's good. I'll be fixing that later someday. But now let's start with the juicy side. Let's start making this actual automatic shoutout command, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into moderator at auto. I'm just gonna call it auto so. Again, it does not matter what it's called. All right. So when we have this automatic shoutout command, the first thing we want to do is go here to triggers, right click, go to Twitch, go to raid, and then pick rate. So not these ones, but just this one, pick rate. And if you keep it on 0, just empty, it will trigger on any value. You can also make, for example, multiple ones. So for example, if you get a rate for one person, it will thank him, but it will not shout him out, right? For example, I'm just giving an example, but if you have someone that rates you with like minimum of 5 raters, it will actually shout them out. But that is a easy one. I can probably show that off later on. But for now, let's hit the bake. So keep it empty if you want every amount of raiders that come with it to show up to make this trigger. So, okay. It's enabled on Twitch raid. All right. What are we going to do now? Now, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to... I just need to find it here really quick because they did change some stuff. So I need to find where this is. I think it was on the Twitch. Yeah, here. Twitch. Then go to users. And then we are going to get info from target. No, at target info. Wait, did they... Let me have a look here quick. Did they change the name of it? Okay, let me see. Group. I haven't made any new ones using this in a while, so... At target info from who redeemed. Yeah. Is it this one maybe? Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. So you go to Twitch, user, get user info from target. And then we're going to do input or user. Yeah. So then after that, this is where we could actually make that that rate shout out when people are rating you, right? So what we're gonna do is Twitch chat. Now you can make it a chat message, or you can make an announcement like I did. That is what I like to do. And rate, well, I'm just gonna make it orange. So let's see. And then we want to do, of course, we want to grab the name from the user. So we got the information here. Now we want to get the user information. What is his name? Well, in this case, we're going to do % target user and make sure %. Make sure that it is exactly like this or it will not work. In the previous version, a couple of versions back, it was actually like this, and I still have some commands that have this. This did work, and now it's not anymore, so it's now small t, capital U. So, right? So we grab the target user, and then we're gonna do, let's say, rated us with, now we want the amount of viewers. So we are going to do the same thing again. % viewers %. So this will get the that will get the viewer number, and of course now we have to put here like viewers, for example, right? So this will grab the username, right? This will check the one who rated us. So the ad target will check who rated us in this case. And then it will get the target user, so the user he finds here, right? So that's why we also did the user input. Target user rated us with the amount of viewers. So this is this will actually show up as, for example, I don't know, let's say 1,000 viewers. So this is how this viewer will show up, right? That will be the amount of viewers. So that is how that works. Now you could actually do like this, the amount of viewers, but yeah, don't really need that. So with this done, we're gonna hit OK. So that is step number 2. Now you can play a sound alert. For this case, I will not be doing that, even though I can. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. So I'm gonna make a sound alert. And by the way, this is also kind of maybe giving you an idea, like, hey, but I can make my own alert pop-ups without using Streamlabs. Yeah, I will make a full tutorial on that later. But for now, we are going to core sounds, play sound. You can also do play sound from folder, but I like to use a specific sound. Take the sound file over here. So what I am going to do is here, OBS assets, sound effects, RAID. Let me do a different. Let me do the sub alert, because, well, then at least you guys hear the difference of the alerts, right? Here you can test it. Then what I recommend is add a small delay. So we go core delay. Now you can make it is in milliseconds, right? So what we are going to do is, for example, I'm gonna make it 1,000 milliseconds is a second delay after this. So we grab the user target, then we grab the user that rated us. Then we put out the Twitch announcement with the user and the amount of viewers. Then we're gonna play the sound. After this sound is done, there is a delay of like 1 second, and then it will actually pull out the shoutout command. Now, technically, if you're using a sound, you could actually just remove the delay, but I always like to have a delay. You can even make like 500 seconds. Have a small delay just to make sure that Streamer.bot and Twitch have time enough to connect with each other to grab the correct information. Let me just make it 1,000. So yeah, then at least you know that it always like has the stuff that you want. Now, we could do smart here. So we could do another Twitch announcement, right? Then we can just duplicate it. But in this case, what I will do is just add a text instead of an announcement. So we're going to Twitch, chat, send message to chat. Now this is where you can, of course, you can change if you want your account. If you don't have a bot account, you can always use a broadcaster account. So this means you will represent the bot. But I guess if you're looking for a shoutout command streamer bot, you kind of already know that. So now we are actually getting to the meat stuff. So now what we're gonna do, we are going to get again the user info we already did above. Then we want the game they played, right? What game did they play? And then we are going to grab their Twitch link. So it's really simple. What we are going to do, I am just gonna make a random message. This is a test shout out. So you this is a test shout out. Right? So now you can actually also see the difference when I'm activating this one. So what you could do, of course, is like go what I did, go show some love to, and I'm just gonna do the 2 here. And then again, we're gonna do percent target user percent. So, right? This will grab the username. Now you could also do like a hashtag in front of it. But that will like mention them. I don't really like that. But you can if you want to. And then we can say like, well, they played. Yeah, so now we can do they played, and then we want the game, right? What did they play? Well, they played. Maybe with all the percentage ones, you kind of already get it. So what we're gonna do now, guess it. Right. Game, the percent. Right? They were playing game, the percent, and then we're gonna do at. And now we're gonna grab the link. So what we're gonna do is, maybe you're already getting it. We're gonna do twitch.tv/ yeah, you're right. Percent target info. Target user. Target user percent. So this will get the username, and this is already the shoutout message, by the way. So this is it gets the username, and then it gets the game, and then it gets his a Twitch link. So that is technically it. So now let's test it out. Let's see if it worked, right? So we need a chat here. Let me clean this one out. No, I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up. So this was the manual one. This was the automatic one. And now I'm gonna do it again so you can see the difference. So we're gonna right click on rate and then test trigger. And I made a mistake. Okay, so you are seeing this issue, right? When it's trying to get the raider's name. So instead of that guy J, what it's supposed to be, it takes a percent. It doesn't work. Well, why does it not work? There is something missing because I forgot the R. So we go back here. We add the R. So if you get something like this, make sure you have the variable correct. And now I did not do this on purpose. I wish I could say I did. And I made a mistake here too. What did I wrong here? This one, I also did not a mistake, but it is a good example on what can happen. So what you want to do is, of course, always make sure your variables are right. So this one, I forgot the R. This one, however, I just need to add a space. No, I don't need to add a space. I need to add a T. Right? Now it should work. Let's try it again. All right, so we can see this one works now, and his link works now. So what happens when I click on his link? Do I get a dead link? Let's check. No, we get an actual Twitch link for this person, and he is actually live too. I had no idea. Just a random person I don't even follow. Right. So yeah, you can see it actually does work like it should. So that is your automatic shoutout command. There are two ways. You can make it yourself, or you can make yourself your own live a lot easier and go down in the description and get get in the Discord and download it there and just input it. If you do download, I make a tutorial on that later. How can I implement stuff? What I made and you download it. How can you implement that with one click? I'm gonna make a small tutorial, maybe even a short on that later. But for now, I recommend not even copy and pasting it or downloading it. Instead, I'll recommend you doing this yourself. Yeah. I made this because there are some people that, I don't know, just can't seem to figure out how a shadow command works. Okay, so yeah, that was the automatic raid command. But what if I want a, why are we not making the command with it, right? The manual one? Let's do it. We're here. So, okay, but I want a manual one too. So I can just manually shout out a person that doesn't raid, but maybe a friend that drops in or someone that just made me laugh in the stream and I want to shout them out for it or whatever reason you want to. That this is of course not going to work. Well, technically it can. You could actually do this. The problem is I have to. Yeah, you can. You can technically do the same thing. But it will also trigger this, so we don't need that. So what we want is another command. I have that one here, and this one is even simpler. We don't even need this one. So this one I'm not gonna remake, except one thing I am going to show you. The rest I think you already know, except this one. So what we're gonna do? All right. So. And then I will also get the differences from this one. So what we want to do, you know what? I am going to make a new one. Yeah, let's duplicate this. And I'm just going to delete everything. I'm going to delete everything. Yeah, I don't want that. All right. So this is the shoutout copy. So what I am going to do, first of all, I'm going to make a way to trigger it. So in this case, I want a command trigger. We could use an existing command. I don't want to. I want to create a brand new one. So create command. What is the command name? I'm just going to call it MSRO, manual shoutout. And then here is where you actually do the command. Exclamation mark MSO, right? Manual shoutout. Now there are some things people do make mistakes. Because if I do not change this, it will not work. Make sure to ignore bot account. If you don't do that, your bot cannot shout out. So your command may be right, everything. But if you don't uncheck the ignore bot account, that is a problem. Also, this is the permissions. I only want my moderators to give shoutouts. So allow moderators. Just click on it and move it to this side by the button. There you go. All right. So we now have this command, MSRO of MSO, manual shoutout. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go here, go to Twitch, go to user. And now I do have to check really quick. Yeah, okay. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go here, Twitch, user, get user info target again, but instead of doing, instead of doing user, we're gonna do from input. So this will use our input. So the difference between this one and the automatic raid one, the one we had here, so this one will actually take the username from someone who raided you or someone who followed you or a channel point redeem, right? Everything that is activated on Twitch site without you personally typing it in, this will get that. So for raids, follows, redeems, and all that stuff. But this one, however, will actually look on what I will be typing in the command. So that is the difference. So then add target info, and then we are going to go here, of course, and we go to chat message, send a message. Well, I guess you get it now, right? So all you have to do is like, I'm just gonna do hello for now, right? And then we are going to check out. Right, here we go. I think it was, I have to check. I think it was also a different one. I think it was also, let's see. No, it's still target user. I think you can also use user input, but target user should work for yours to make it easier. Okay. Check. Oh. Check. And then percent target user percent out on his channel. And then we can do like that. And then twitch.tv/ and I fucked it up. I see it. Percent. And now instead of us typing it over again, we just copy and paste. There you go. So this should also work now. Let's test it. So now we're gonna do exclamation mark MSO for what we set it. And you see this? This doesn't work. And this is a common issue we see. Why is it not working? Well, there is no user input. So in this case, what we want to do is do the same thing as we did here, right? So we want to do exclamation mark MSO. Yeah, let's shout out our own bot. There you go. That is your shout out command. Yes, it was a 30-minute video, but hey, you now know how to make a manual shout out command, and you know how to automate it so you and your moderators don't have to do any inputs. Now the question is yours. Which one do I want to use? Again, that is up to you. But I do hope that this helped. If not, you can always drop down in our Discord. And we do, I did just launch well, I have to look it up, a support forum. So this is where you can post your questions and stuff. If you have any questions or if you need help, this is where you can go. I recommend reading this post that I made because that gives some rules and how to do certain stuff to make sure you get the correct help you need. Yeah. Well, with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this helped. If not, you know where to go, or down in the comments below, or drop in the Discord and ask a question there. In the next tutorial, let me know what you want. If there's any specific ones you want, let me know. And otherwise, I'll come up with something. Maybe I'll go with the alerts. Yeah, I think the next tutorial I will make alerts and show you how to do this. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.